Of course, many other things have to change, but I'm getting that this is important. But before this, our reproductive organs also go through a metamorphosis, meaning a change. Are you willing to change? If you're going to school, just study that anatomy enough to get the hell out, because it's not going to be worth a tinker damn soon. And is this the reason? I'm asking a question. Well, all the books in Alexander were burnt, remember? Was it because we made this metamorphosis to what we are today, and those books were no good anymore? Now when it's here, that's the heart. When it's this way, it becomes the soul. Soul. Heart and soul. One thing, being both, but the soul, when you look at this, we don't have one. Well, Genesis 6:3, Lord tells us He takes the spirit away from us, and we shall be nothing or controlled by flesh. There it is. There it is. So what can you take with you when you're flesh? You earn so much on the outside. Even Brooks Astor, she might have lived to 105, and nobody tells me how she was. They only show you her walking around, because these are pictures who knows when. She couldn't take it with her, could she? Could she? So don't store your treasures on earth in this heart, but store them in heaven. Now, you can actually store them in this heart, providing you understand it. When the time comes that this becomes this, everything that you have in here will be automatically transferred to the soul. And that's heaven. Right there. Heaven. That's one flesh heaven. The representation of heaven. But the real heaven is someplace else, which we'll talk about it some other time. But this is the message I have to get to you tonight. Metamorphosis. Who knows how much goes on? These are the questions that bug me. And these are the questions that bother me. Look at that. That's a serpent. Because it's a colon. Because Since we're the tough guys in the United States, this would be the diamond-headed rattlesnake. Because here is a rattler. That's a rattler. Now, we go up and we come down. Huh? And always did. But in here, small intestines. Like that. Now, I'm looking at some ancient structure. Look at this. What's the difference if it is that way? Most of them are falling down. Let's assume it is that way. What's the difference between that and what I just wrote here? Interferences. So we have a band called a diverticulum interference. It's in there. Now, this is the way I reason. Maybe right, maybe wrong. Only time will tell. That this thing, even if we take an x-ray, so, oh, you got a normal transverse colon. Is that the way it's supposed to be? If I want to get rid of the interferences, what must I get? Now, does this represent what I had here before? The rainbow? Yeah. Look at the changes we have to go through. Look at it. Know thyself. Understand thyself. But remember what Paul said, that it will happen in the blink or the twinkle of an eye. A blink is measurable. Look into somebody's eye and notice the twinkle in there. Immeasurable. And if it's immeasurable, it's spiritual. But somebody has to set the precedent. Somebody must make the first prototype, and then the rest can follow. To be changed just like that. And when the change comes, the magic we will perform will confound all those eggheads out there to no end. To no end. Okay, Brian.